tell us more about it, we're very happy now to welcome CMS Executive Committee Chairperson Ron Hicks to the show. Hello again, Ron.
Hello, guys. How are you today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me on, and happy Metrology Week.
That's
there
right.
we go.
The World Metrology Week. Thanks, Ron, for joining us as well. Well, you know, and as fans of the show know, we chatted with you at CMSC 2013 in San Diego. At that time, we spoke a little bit about the certification program that the Society, the CMS, has been developing. So bring us up to speed on the events of the last several months and what people can expect in terms of certification testing at CMSC 2014.
Sure. We've been working very hard. As I mentioned to you last summer, we have a certification committee. Actually, we have two now, a level 1 certification committee and a level 2. The level 1 certification group has been working very hard to provide at this year's conference the level 1 testing. This is the online assessment that we did last year, and then we had several people sign up for and become certified for the level 1 practical knowledge assessment. And we're looking forward to doing that again this year. Also, we're rolling out our level 2 assessment, which is the use of portable CMM arms or articulating arms. And we've been working very hard to come up with a practical test that will be proctored at this year's conference.
And so you mentioned you're using the practical test for the level 2 as an arm. Are they going to expand that into other types of portable 3D devices?
Yes, and I'm not quite sure we have nailed down what we're going to be doing for the next year, but I think probably on the order of laser trackers would be the next measurement tool, three-dimensional measurement tool that we would like to bring into the mix.
Great, very practical. Well, you know, you're not only the chairperson currently of CMS, but you're also the president, of course, of API Services. And as a service provider, can you chat a little bit with us about the real benefit of this type of personnel certification?
Sure. I got to admit, when I first heard about this years and years ago about wanting to do this, I was a little cool to the whole thing. But as I've warmed up to it, I think certification in our industry, the metrology industry, is paramount, and especially for a service company like ours. Customers want to know when they hire you to come on their site and measure their tools and their processes. They want to make sure that our equipment is certified, but they also want to know that our people are experienced and certified. And I get asked that all the time. What are your people certified? And yes, we do. We have some of our people that are level 1 certified, and we'll be adding to that at this year's conference. So I think it's a very smart thing to do for a service provider and for major industries who have measurement people on board.
Mm-hmm. Now, the CMSC, as we mentioned, is celebrating their 30th anniversary this year, and it's amazing to think about 1984 to 2014. The industry certainly changed a lot in that period of time, and you've seen a lot of those changes. What would you think have been some of the real major advancements and some of the real most impactful changes that you've seen in the industry and in the CMSC over that period of time?
Well, 30 years is a long time, and I've been involved with CMSC most of those 30 years, and have seen a lot of changes. And as you may know, this is the third time I've been chairman of the committee. And one of the things that I think that we really need to do a better job at is bringing more people in. A lot of people are like myself who've been in from day one are getting a little older. So I wanted to get that plug because we're trying to get new people in the industry all the time. But as far as advancements are concerned, I think we're seeing much better accuracy and speed of equipment. The OEMs who provide the equipment and software have done remarkable jobs over the last 30 years or more advancing their equipment. Also, we've seen a tremendous increase in the scanning technology, the scanning and modeling technology, and that's something that I think everybody's excited about. So, and lastly, I would have to say that as the metrology world, or the 3D metrology world, has matured, I think industry has really depended on it. I think that many processes that were used years and years and years ago have relied on the 3D metrology as their mainstay for taking precision measurements and doing alignment.
You know, all of that, everything you just mentioned there, all those advancements, all those changes are really encapsulated, I think, in one of my favorite parts of the CMSC every year, which is the white paper presentations. And this is something that's near and dear to my heart because I put together a lot of the, or all of the CMSC journals over the course of time from 2006 to now. And those white papers appear in the journal. And it's always amazing to me, Ron, that these white papers are so they're so information packed, and there's so much there for people at every level, really, within metrology to really chew on. And you know, CMSC has become really the place where people can go to show off their projects and you know, get credit for them. So, what is it about CMSC you think that really makes those experts want to come there, want to come here and show off their work?
Well, we've been around for 30 years, and I think we know our industry, obviously, and we provide the forum that equipment manufacturers, software manufacturers, OEMs, users, and very prestigious companies come to. And basically, it's a think tank, if you will. And we love to share what we do, how we use these things, and we think it's one of the pillars that help prop up this country. So I think it's something that everybody really wants to be involved with from year to year and looks forward to it. And you know, I'm just honored to be a part of it.
And it's a lot of fun too. Well, you know, as we said, this.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, well, as we were saying, you know, this is World Metrology Week, as we mentioned, and we've had a blast the last few days with a load of really interesting and great articles on metrology and the white papers and photos, and of course our World Metrology Week trivia contest. Yeah. We had two prizes that we gave away earlier this week: a new iPod Touch, sponsored by Metrology Works,
right, and a rechargeable portable power generator, sponsored by Origin Metrology. But now I'm going to just jump in because
jump right in.
You jumped in on that, so I'm going to jump on this. Now comes the big one. The grand prize of two $250 Southwest Airline gift cards, which I would have liked to have won. But anyway, that is sponsored by Exact Metrology, and we now have the name of the grand prize winner. And to reveal that winner, I want to turn it back to Ron to do the honors.
Well, thank you. The grand prize this year was won by Alan Metzel, a Northrop Grumman employee and a long-term member of the CMSC and a hard-working certification member. And we really applaud him, and thanks everybody who participated.
All right.
Thank you, Ron, and thank you, Alan. Thank you, all the winners. Thank you, everybody who contributed to that.
Yep.
Ron, we're going to see you at CMSC 2014 here in July in South Carolina. We look forward to seeing you. Great town, great historical town, Charleston, and we look forward to being there. So, Ron, we will see you then.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me on board.
Hey, no problem.
All right, Ron, we'll talk to you soon.